first thing I'm going to do is this little tiny container I got when we went on a trip a few years ago. My family went on a trip, and I just thought it was pretty, so I'm going to just mess around here and see what I like. Let's see. This is not going to be anything special, and again I'm going to trim all this stuff down. Anything underneath the surface of the water, I've already put my water in this. And what else? Oh, I want that. That's too dark. I want something tall here. See, you could put something tall here, but that's sort of pretty the way it is. I'm going to leave that as it is, and I'm going to work on my other arrangement. And I may come back to this, and who knows, one of these daffodils may even end up in here. I bought these daffodils yesterday. I had company, so I thought they would be pretty on my table. But let's go to this arrangement. Now this is just going to be a general all-around, take it home from the grocery store arrangement. I bought these flowers at Trader Joe's, which I think is a great spot to buy flowers. Now inside here you're going to see they trimmed back one of these. I'm just going to trim any empty branches. You'll see it'll come out. There's no flower on the end of this, so there's no point for that being in there. So I'm going to make a handheld bouquet that I'm going to drop into this water. And I'm going to make it a little bit low. This is, to me, this is a little too leggy for these flowers. So let's see what we can do. Put the greens in here. Okay, that would be pretty. Let's see, yeah, one more stem of greens. And then I'm going to take these other flowers and just work them through. Okay, so this is nice. This brings in a lot of greens too. We have 4 Gerber daisies. Actually, I'm going to put one of those Gerber daisies in that other arrangement. Pretty, aren't they? Another snapdragon. We'll just have one of those, so we'll put that, give that a prominent spot. And this is not going to be fancy. This is just going to be sort of as you go. I like that about flowers. You don't have to be fancy, and you can really, really enjoy them. They don't have to be expensive, and they don't have to be from the fanciest shop. And then my 3 roses. Clean this a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm going to do, just for the sake of what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put my roses in. I have my 3 roses. I have 4 Gerber daisies, so I'm going to take one of those Gerber daisies out, and I'm going to use it in my arrangement with my single snapdragon over here. I like to have flowers in 3s if I can. 4 doesn't like me, so I'll do that. I'm just going to rest it there now. I'm going to put this in, which is going to be pretty and fill up that little space. And I think I might save this for that arrangement. So I have my arrangement basically made here. I'm going to fuss with it a little bit in my hands. Okay? Can you see it? How pretty it is? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to bring my trash can over here, and I'm going to trim it. I want it to be a little bit lower than this. Now this is not going to be a centerpiece arrangement. This will sit on a table somewhere, or I might even give it away to someone. But this is not meant to be on a table. This is really meant to just be enjoyed from as you walk by, or whatever. Or you can move it if you want to put it on a table, like I could leave it on this table, my kitchen table, and then of course when we eat dinner, we would just put it to another surface until after dinner. So I've cut the stems short. I'm going to stick them in this, and let's see how I do. This is still a little wiggly, but I think it's okay. I mean, one of the nice things you can do is you can take your flower arrangement and you can just mess with it until you like the way it looks. Okay, so I'm going to move one of these daisy chrysanthemums, and you'll see that you're going to be balancing flowers, and that's okay. Usually when you make a flower arrangement, it's not going to be moved around, so balancing the flowers is just fine. So let's go around and clean up the leaves. Let me see if I like that. A little bit of a hole in that. I'm going to cut my berries a little bit short. A little bit shorter. Hypernicum berries is what they are. And let's see. There we go. That's filled in. This green is a little bit leggy for me, so I'm going to cut that down. Okay, and just so you know, the greens, the higher you go on the greens, the softer the stem is going to get. The woody part is really at the bottom, but I'm still going to trim that. Stick it in here. Okay, and I think that looks pretty. It looks pretty all around. You want to give it a spin. I like it. What do you think? Okay, that's my first arrangement. So let's give some attention to this little guy over here. I'm going to move my water. And so we have that and this, which I like. Now, one of the things I can do is put this down here, which I sort of hate to cut that long stem, but I'm cutting it. And I'm going to put it right here, like this. Cut it a little bit shorter. Put it in here, like that. There you go. And then I'm going to have this one be tall. And let's see, I like that. That's sort of pretty. I think it's a little bit leggy. I don't like this space in here with nothing, so I'm just going to drop that down a little bit. And then I think we're going to call it a day, and this is going to be finished. Oh, hold on. Don't forget, we're going to balance it. So once you get it in your spot, now this is something that you might put on your desk, or you can put it on your bedside table, or maybe on the back of in the bathroom somewhere on the vanity. So you don't really need this to be moving around. And once you get it in place, you can mess with it and make sure that it keeps its balance. And you have a pretty flower arrangement. So, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!